Alright, what up, weebs? I watched the second episode of One Piece. Technically last night, and this is me waking up, if you can't tell, but don't care. Anyway, second episode, after their daring escape from the pirate attack on the cool-looking cruise ship, Colby and Luffy are looking to go to Marineford, which, because Colby's trying to become a snitch, and Luffy's trying to get this man. Don't know what way to point. That's weird. That's going to take a bit to get used to. Anyway, this man, and his name is Roronoa, the Pirate Hunter. Which, isn't that a Pokemon? Roronoa? Like the, I don't know. I can't remember the name. It's like legendary or some shit, I think. Anyway, so they're going to meet him. They get there. Everybody in town is afraid of A, Captain Morgan. They're all alcoholics. And B, Roronoa, because look at him. He's a scary bitch. Well, anyway, they get up to the Marineford. They see him outside. He's like, oh, you guys are idiots. Leave me alone. But then all of a sudden, this little girl pops up on a fucking ladder and comes to give him rice balls. Which, I've never had rice balls. Are they like... I've had like the rice cakes where it's like the crispy fucking wafery delicious. Well, it's not really delicious. Shit tastes like styrofoam, but I've had that. Is that what a rice cake is? Or is a rice cake just like sticky rice? I'll have to look that up. Anyway, as she's trying to get him to eat the food, this bitch pops up. Ka-chow. His head looks like a wiener. Upside down. His name is Helmeppo. Helmeppo Morgan. He's the son of Captain Morgan, the alcohol. So he's like vodka? No, I don't know. Anyway, he is a bitch. He throws the girl's food on the floor and demands this guy to throw her over a wall, which is weird. Why throw her over the wall? That's, I mean, I guess go for it. But whatever. So he throws the rice ball, and then we learn from the little girl, she tells Luffy that the reason Zoro is tied up is because he came in and saved her and her mom from this guy. So they all kind of go their separate ways, and then they go to a bar to meet the little girl's mom, I think. They go here. Luffy is back, which I was trying to take this screenshot to play off the joke from the first episode that I thought this was a Luffy, but then actual Luffy is in there, so, but that's Luffy. Anyway, she's back, and I guess in the meantime, he's like, oh, since Roronoa is so scary, I want him to be part of my crew, which I mean, I guess that's fine. And so then he goes there, and after Helmeppo is like, oh, I'm not going to let Zoro free in 10 days. I'm going to kill him. Luffy punches him. And then that dude runs off to his daddy, which his daddy is this man, Captain Morgan, which this is kind of one of the first ones that the design, I hate it. I hate the design. I see what they're trying to do, but I don't really like it. Anyway, this ugly bitch is named Captain Morgan. He's an alcohol, and he is quite full of himself. He's sitting here building a statue that's super big. He threatens to kill one dude. He kills one dude because he doesn't want to hurt the girl. But then he threatens to kill another dude if he doesn't kill the girl. And in the meantime, like as he's threatening the dude, Luffy breaks the fucking statue. So that pisses him off. And then Luffy takes Helmeppo back to Zoro to find his swords. And then that dude, Captain Morgan, goes down to Zoro because he sees Colby down there about to untie the bitch. And They get down there like around the same time. They're all about to shoot Zoro and Colby, and then Luffy pops down. He's just like, which, I mean, while they're shooting at him and the bullets are fucking like, which, kind of cartoony, but if you're going to have a motherfucker with rubber powers, you kind of have to do that, so I'll take it. Better than how it looked like when Ralph Dibny did it in The Flash, you know what I mean? Yes, you do. So anyway, that's the end of that episode. The rankings, Zoro still is at the top with 9 out of 10 because he dropped a little bit when he was mean to the girl, but then he ate the rice ball, all the rice off the ground, dirt and everything, ants. He's like, oh, that is a delicious rice ball. Which maybe the dirt and ants added protein. And then Luffy, Rubber Boy Luffy, this one, not the hot one. I give him a 7 out of 10 because his usage in this episode of his fucking rocket, Gum Rocket, even though it's cheesy sounding and silly, he used it well, so I gotta hand him to that. And he spams it more than I thought. I thought it was a lot of Gum Pistol last time I watched, but it's been like 4 years, so, and I watched like 15, 20 episodes, not much. Then, Luffy Redhead. I'm neutral on her. Didn't change. All she did is sit there with her glowing lemon, radioactive lemon. Then Colby, he's 5 out of 10 now because he at least tried to untie Zoro. And then we'll go to Helmuppo, Captain Morgan. He's a 3 out of 10 because he's a bitch. I don't like him. He's a bitch. And he's a dick. He's a bitch. Both of them. And then, last but not least, Helmuppo Morgan. He's a 2 out of 10 because he's a baby bitch. He's like the bitch's baby. If his dad's a bitch, he's a cunt. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that on TikTok and YouTube? We'll find out. Anyway, yeah. So those are the rankings. That was the end of episode 2. I don't hate a ton of it yet, so we'll see. So far, so good.